Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Haley, and we are working with this very plain install of WordPress with some very basic things that have been done to it so far. For instance, in this case, we have a site title, Binix Pools in West Palm Beach, and Pool and Patio Construction and Renovations as our tagline with a phone number there. We're going to log in, and you'll do that by going to your URL /wp-admin and then enter your username, password, and log in. Before I start changing the posts and adding pages and stuff, I want to work with something in the settings called permalinks. And this has to do with the URL structure your site will use. So you want to get that straight from the very beginning. And I don't want these funky default URLs with just numbers and p dot question marks and stuff like that, or these date-oriented ones. I want very descriptive, search engine friendly URLs. So I'm going to use a custom structure. To get something in the custom structure box here, I'm going to click on one with the month and name. Now I have some stuff to work with. Now I'm going to click custom structure, and it begins with a slash. I'm going to get rid of the year. I'm going to get rid of the month. I want the post name in there, so I'm going to get rid of everything before that. And since the custom structure that I got as a default began with a trailing slash, I'm going to delete everything. And notice right here, there's my beginning trailing slash. And my custom structure is going to be made just from the post name. And save the changes. Okay, so now we have post name in our custom structure, and I'll show you what that does as we make our first post. You know, before I write a post, I also want to do one more thing, and that is make the site more search engine friendly in the plugins area. And I'm going to add a new plugin. I'll search for this particular plugin. It is called SEO pack, I believe. Let me check and do a little search. All-in-one SEO pack. There it is. That's an importer, though. I don't think that's the actual right file here. Here it is. All-in-one SEO pack by Michael Torbert. Okay, this is the one. And just to make sure, let's get the details on this. Version last updated 62 days ago. That's good. 2.8 or higher. It looks like it's going to be compatible. Look, it was downloaded 9 million times or something like that, so that's an indication that it's a pretty popular plugin. Let's go ahead and install that and activate the plugin. All-in-one SEO pack must be configured. Boy, that's a little hard to read, but let's take a look at the settings. Plugin status enabled. Home title. Home description. I'm going to take that off my first post just to make it easy. Your description is going to be very keyworded relative to your site. And your keywords, the things that are important, the things that you really want people to land on your website for, I'm going to copy and paste those in as well, separated by commas. If this doesn't mean anything to you yet, don't worry, down the road it will. We have plenty of options here, like auto-generating descriptions and stuff like that. I'm going to leave that. I like to do that myself, so I like the way the options are set here. Don't worry about them too much. I'm going to update my options. You'll learn more about these things down the road. Let's move on and edit our post. So right here, on posts, there is a Hello World default post that we are going to edit. This is one that came with it, and it's kind of meaningless. It's a sample post. We are going to change the title to something meaningful that represents the entire site, because this is our main post. In future posts, this Hello World that was here by default will auto change. It'll go to what your title is there. I'm going to use all small letters with hyphens between the words. No spaces there. And we'll click OK. That'll be our URL, search engine friendly URL. The visibility, since this is going to be my main front page post, I always want it to stay on the front page. So stick this post to the front page. Again, you don't have to understand that, just do it. It makes sense. And then we're going to change this. Notice this editor. I have a visual editor and an HTML editor. I like, if I'm going to use the visual editor, I like to use it like that, show the kitchen sink so you can see all the extra possibilities. But I'm going to get rid of this stuff. And I've created my post here. You know, there's no reason for me to have these spaces here, so I'm going to get rid of them. And you know, normally I would write it with word wrap, and then I'll take the word wrap off to get rid of the extra characters. And I'm going to copy that and paste it. So let me just put it right in place of that. Control V pastes it in place. And I'm going to Control A just to make sure. I'm going to clear or remove all my formatting just to make sure it comes out right. Now I can look at that and see what it looks like in HTML. And it has some extra HTML in that I don't like. You know what I'm going to do is do this again and just copy it and Control A and Control V to paste. There, that looks better. Now I'll go to the visual tab and it looks like more like it's supposed to. Let me put in my title. In fact, I'll just copy and paste from here because I already wrote these things out just to make it quick. Control V to paste. My description, you want a description of about 160 characters that uses all of your very important keywords, so I'll copy that and paste it right here. This little area that I'm pasting in, this is part of the all-in-one SEO pack that we just added a couple minutes ago. And my keywords, these are the money words. These are the things that I think people will type into the search engines when they are ready to spend money on what this company has to offer. So we are pretty good here. I don't have any categories here. If you're a WordPress pro and you're looking at that saying, well, how come he doesn't have this in a category? Because I haven't created any yet. We'll do that later on down the road. We'll soup this site up, don't worry. Let's go ahead and update it and then take a peek at our website. If I were to open it in another browser and go to Binix Pools, we can see here's our thing that we wrote. Now I don't quite like the way it looks, so maybe we'll put a space there, and I think I will space this out just a bit and reshape it a little bit. I'll do that in the visual editor now. So kind of spaces between the paragraphs. And let me update that and see what happened. And F5 to refresh. Here we go. That looks better. It'd be nice to put some more reflective pictures, maybe some swimming pools or something on the front page that are reflective of this site. Notice this here, comment on Binix Pools. If I click on that, it comes with a sample comment. We'll get rid of that as well later on. But the site's starting to take shape, meaning we now have our main front page post in it with the keywords that we need to make this site get indexed somewhat properly. So that's it. Things are going to get a lot easier. That was the first video, your first experience in the back office. It gets a lot easier from here. So we'll see you on the next video.